What's going on YouTube? Brandon LaChuga here, and welcome to 303 Streets. What's going on YouTube? Brandon LaChuga here. Welcome to 303 Streets. If this is your first time, thanks for checking out the video on the channel. I just want to do a quick review on one of the cars, and if you've been to my channel before, welcome back. Today I'm actually in the Mini Coupe. As a lot of you people know, I drive the Dodge Nitro on a daily, so I thought while I was in here today I would do some reviews on it. So or not a review, 5 reasons why I think this car makes a great daily driver. And I'll just get started. We'll make this a quick, fast video. So reason number 1, I think this car is great as a daily driver is because anybody can get in it and drive. It's really easy, you know, not really any blind spots, as you can see back there, the back window. Not any blind spots. Easy to park in the city. It's not very long, not very wide. So if you're not good at parallel parking or anything like that, or if you're a city, you know, the roads get narrow or whatever, and you can't, some people, you know, some roads, you know, you can't get a big truck on it. This is very friendly, very easygoing, small, easy to fit in spaces, not really any blind spots, so you can, you know, glance over and see the whole side of you really easy, look in your mirrors and see the whole car really easily. It's not very long, so you don't have to worry about parking it in tight spots, or it's sticking out or being too, you know, long or anything. Again, just really simple, really easy car to drive. Nothing really difficult like my GTR, you know. You have to be careful when you take it on certain bumps because it's slammed, it's got bigger wheels. Just it's a little bit more difficult to drive, to turn the wheel, you know, it doesn't turn all the way. It's a little bit harder to park and stuff. Just compared to stuff like that, this is a very easy car to drive. You know, anybody can get in it and they can go. Again, no blind spots, nothing like that. Very user friendly. So that's reason number 1 why this car makes a great daily driver. Really easy to drive, get in it, go, no problems. Number 2, of course, is MPG. You know, this is a great car for MPG. You know, you can get 30 plus miles per gallon on the highway. So if you have a far distance and it's mostly highway and you don't have bad traffic really, you know, you can get great gas mileage. That being said, you know, even if you just drive it in the city, you get 18 plus miles per gallon, easy, 18 to 21, just driving in the city, so it doesn't really eat up that much gas. Honestly, it's on octane 91, on using 91 gas, you know, like the premium plus or whatever, the highest end, which you have to use because of the turbo, unless you get a custom tune for like an E85 or something like that, but we'll just keep it basic. So yeah, with the 91 gas, right now in Colorado it's running $320 to $350. It costs $35 to fill the tank, so it's not really super expensive. From E to full, it was like $35, and it usually will last my wife, you know, 2 to 2.5 weeks, you know. So she has to fill up every 2 weeks. We use this. She drives it to work, not super far, but you know, she drives it to work. We'll take it to the gym, the grocery store, anywhere we go. Anywhere we go, we take this car. So this is our main car that we drive around. Like I said, it gets really great gas mileage. So, you know, you're not having to worry about filling it up all the time, especially if you use it as a daily driver and you have a long distance to go. Great car. The third reason I really like the car, as it goes with the gas, you know, this is a 4-cylinder. 4-cylinders don't really have that much power, not a lot of get up, but this car is turbocharged. So with this car being turbocharged, it has the get up. It's got the quickness, and I really like that. I'm a huge fan of that. The biggest thing is I hate being in cars that don't have get up. If the car doesn't have get up, I really don't like it. The Nitro, it has okay get up, but this is just quick. This is quick and responsive, very responsive on the throttle, you know, because of the turbo. So that's one thing I really like about the car is the throttle response. you know, if I step on it now, we can get going. Yeah, so it gets up and goes. It pulls. I like feeling the pull, and you know, we can get going with traffic, especially if you're trying to go on the highway or you're coming to a lane closure or something like that. This car is really great, and that's one of my favorite features, honestly, especially, you know, going from like the GTR to back to like a normal car. You know, the Challenger just doesn't have the quickness. You know, it has more horsepower than this, but it's heavier, and it just doesn't have the quickness that turbos do. So, you know, that's one thing I really like is the throttle response on this. So, you know, that's 3 huge things right there. Is, you know, yes, it's very friendly, like driver friendly. You know, anybody can get in the car and they can use it. You know, no big blind spots, easy to park, really small, compact. The MPG, you know, it's great fuel economy, especially if you use it as a daily and you have a pretty good distance to go. Not going to cost you an arm and a leg to drive there. You know, I like the throttle response. That's really great for me. You know, that's a huge thing. Having the turbo, the quickness, kind of the extra power, the extra oomph to get going, and makes it a little bit more fun to drive. That's really huge. One of the other big things that makes this a great daily driver is the fact that it is all-wheel drive. With it being the Mini Cooper S, you know, all 4, you get all-wheel drive, which is really great in Colorado, especially for my wife, because, you know, it snows. So one day you can go to work and it could be, you know, not a cloud in the sky. 20 minutes later it can start like hammering down with snow. So it's really great that it's all-wheel drive, because if it does start snowing or unpredicted weather happens, shoot, even hydroplaning on water, luckily it's all-wheel drive, which is of course better than just front, and especially better than rear, unlike the Challenger. She used to drive the Challenger daily, and then you know, when the snow kicked in, she'd have to take the truck. So this, you know, you get the best of both worlds. It's a little bit of a sports car, but it still has the all-wheel drive, so makes it great. Like I said, it's got the quickness with the turbo, makes it fun to drive, but if you need it for weather, you know, it is good in the snow, and it's good to have for, you know, when stuff like that happens. Yeah, so it being all-wheel drive, really great, really convenient, especially for a daily driver for all season in places that get snow. One of my last things that I like about the car is it's spacious. You know, I don't feel crowded. I'm a little bit bigger of a guy, putting on some extra weight, need to get rid of that. But, you know, I have broad shoulders, and I'm just a little bit bigger. You know, I'm about 5'11", close to 200 pounds, around 200 pounds. So yeah, it's great, plenty of headspace, unlike the Nitro. You know, I smack my head a lot when I get in the Nitro. I hit it right here. And like I said, I'm not super tall or anything, but I feel comfortable in this car. I don't feel, you know, with it being a smaller car, width-wise and everything, and length-wise, you'd assume you feel like crammed inside of it. But honestly, I feel, you know, I have plenty of space. I don't feel claustrophobic or anything like that. So if you are a little bit bigger of a person, you know, 6 foot, you can be comfortable in one of these cars. So it does still make a great daily driver, with it being small and compact. But once you get in the car, you know, I have plenty of headspace. As you can see, I put my hand up, plenty of headspace. So I don't feel confined, I don't feel trapped, I don't feel claustrophobic. I feel like I have plenty of leg room to move around, which makes it a really great car, you know. That's huge, because a lot of people want comfortability, and this is very comfortable. When you're on the highway, you know, it's not bumpy, it's a really smooth ride, it's comfortable, it's a little bit higher off the ground, which with the Countryman, it's a little bit, like I said, it's a little bit higher off the ground, which makes it great for snow, again, and just being a little bit more comfortable. Maybe put a little bit bigger tire on there so it's a smooth ride. Yeah, honestly, this makes a great daily driver. Like I said, it's got a little bit of the sport factor. It's got the all-wheel drive, so it's good for the snow. It's not, you don't feel claustrophobic in the car. You get great gas mileage, and on top of it, you get a turbo to give you a little bit of quickness and power when you want it. So honestly, if you're looking at a car, this is gonna sound bad, but you know, the Mini Coupe look isn't for everybody. It's definitely a unique look. So if you're really into looks, you know, this might not be the best car for you, just because, like I said, it's a kind of a unique look. I don't really mind it. I'm not against it, but I'm not for it. So I don't mind driving around it. I don't feel embarrassed or anything like that. But you know, some people are really into sporty looks like a Challenger, Mustang, the BRZ, WRXs, stuff like that. This isn't that kind of look. So if you're really into like a look kind of car, this might not be for you. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with the look. I don't mind driving it, but it's a little bit different of a look. But yeah, if you're not really, you know, huge on looks, not really trying to spend a lot of money, like I said, it is a sharp looking car. It's still a sharp looking car. It's still got the sport factor to it, but it's really functional. The way I'd view it is like the Outback. It's kind of like an Outback, but I personally would rather have this over the Outback because I feel like this is a lot more sporty looking than the Outback. Anyways, back to the point. If you're, you know, looking for a reliable car, looking for something that's got all-wheel drive, not super expensive, practical, good on gas, still gives you the functional, the sport look. See, honestly, I guess I could show you. There's that Mini Coupe, and that's what this one looks like on the outside. I don't really see anything wrong with the way they look. I think they look okay, you know. Like I said, I'm a looks person, as if you've checked out my channel before, you know I have the Challenger, I have the lifted truck, I have the GTR, I've had a Skyline and stuff. So I'm really into the look of bodies, and I can get kind of embarrassed driving certain cars. This isn't one of them though. I don't really mind the way this car looks. So like I said, the main thing is this is a really functional car. It really makes sense. It's just, you know, all around a great daily driver, especially if you go a, you know, good distance. This is really fuel efficient and stuff like that. So yeah, that's just a quick review on 5 things or 5 reasons why I think this car makes a great daily driver. You know, I can go on and on. The sound system in the car is pretty good. All the functioning buttons up front are really great. Bluetooth, stuff like that. Leather, heated seats. I mean, I could go on for tons of reasons why it makes a great daily driver, but those are the 5 reasons why I feel like it makes a great daily driver for essentially anybody, because again, anybody can get in and go. You don't have to worry about blind spots really. You don't have to worry about stuff like that. All-wheel drive, good in the snow. So yeah, just tons of different reasons why it makes a great daily driver. And yeah, thanks for checking out the video. This is Brandon Lechuga. Thank you for checking out 303 Streets. If you haven't checked out the rest of my videos, check them out. Like, subscribe, and have a great day. Thank you.